Hello, what's up guys? My name is Percy and I'm the Guinness World Record holder for the largest collection of fast food toys. Yeah baby! And I'm here once again to tell you another amazing and stupendous and awe-inspiring Percy's fast food toy story. And so for today, we have this very special toy, and it is none other than Clifford the Red Dog. Isn't this great? Of course, we have Emily Elizabeth also on top. Emily Elizabeth Howard. Okay, so this is a great toy. This was given away by Wendy's way back in 2002. Isn't this pretty neat toy? Well, not only do you get an action figure of Clifford here, but this is also very pragmatic, very practical. You can use it. Okay. So this is a very practical dog because you can also use it as a coin bank. It's actually a coin bank, and it has a unique way of actually putting your coins. You don't just put it like the usuals in the usual slots of piggy bank, but this one you have to roll the coin. So from here you put it here, the coin, and then let's do it. Oh, we'll do it once again. Okay. Oh. Okay. Okay, one more time. There you go. That's great. But if you have a steady table and you put it there, it would almost always go to the slot at the end of the Clifford the Giant Red Dog. Isn't this great? So saving would be a lot of fun for children, especially if they wanted to see how the coin would go to the slot for this particular Clifford bank. Okay, this is great. Yeah, 2002, that was probably 18 years ago. And look at the toy. It doesn't have much articulation, but the color is so vibrant red, and you know, Emily, even though it is so small, so minuscule, the details of how Emily was made somehow captures the way he looks in the Scholastic books. Okay, so obviously Clifford and Emily Elizabeth Howard are actually from the Scholastic book, a series of children's book authored by Norman Bridwell. Okay, for a time, Clifford the Red Dog happens to be the most popular from amongst their many characters, from amongst their many books. That is why in the earlier years of Scholastic, Clifford has been some sort of a spokesperson or the advertising mascot used by Scholastic in order to advertise their various books. Okay, so that is Norman Bridwell. He started writing stories about Clifford the Red Dog way back 1963, so as early as 1963 you already have books about Clifford. Even until now, when you go to bookstores, there are still a lot of these Clifford books from Scholastic readily available for children at the present time to also enjoy. Okay, now you see the master looks so minuscule, not because she's a fleabag. She's so minuscule. The girl, Emily Elizabeth Howard, actually is a normal size. It is Howard who happens to be a gigantic red dog. So when Emily Elizabeth received Clifford as some sort of a birthday gift for her, it was a normal sized puppy. But then after a few days, Clifford grew and grew, not realizing that there is something unusual, something special about this dog. So he grew into a very gigantic dog. I just wonder how many pounds of Purina or dog food is she feeding Clifford just to be able to maintain his body. That remains to be a very big enigma as far as I'm concerned. I mean, this could be a handful taking care of a really gigantic dog. Okay, so Emily Elizabeth Howard the name of Emily Elizabeth was actually based on the daughter of Norman Bridwell. It's Emily Elizabeth Bridwell. But of course, this is a fictional character, so he retained the first name Emily Elizabeth, but its surname, her surname is actually Howard. Okay, and Clifford technically now becomes, since he's part of the family, becomes Clifford Howard as well. And this is, a perfect example of a wonderful relationship that seemingly cliche, that prosaic man's best friend thing also can happen between a little girl and a gigantic red dog. Okay, so this is it, and it's the fact that it's also a coin bank is such a wonderful treat for those children who would love to save up for the rainy day, or save up for something, probably buy for themselves a puppy, maybe not as gigantic and not as shred as Clifford, but maybe perhaps a pet cat or a pet dog in the future. Okay, so this is it. So once again, this is from Wendy's way back in 2002. Okay, and I must say, this is just an amazing grace. So once again, guys, let's try to be thankful to our Lord for every amazing grace that come into our lives, be they in the form of a Clifford coin bank with Emily Elizabeth Howard here. Or basically be thankful also to our pets. I've had a lot of dogs during my childhood years. I have Spot, I have Goofy, I have Rambo, I have who else? Quinky. What's the other name? I have Brownie. Did I mention Spot? Okay. Then we have a couple of Dalmatians also. Brownie is actually a combo of an ordinary dog and a Dalmatian. So he appears to look like a Dalmatian, but the color is actually brown. But when the white boar kids, you could see that there are traces of their Dalmatian characteristics. At first they started as white, and then as they grow older, the spots are appearing so gradually. Okay, and nowadays I have Bolt, based on the Walt Disney movie about the dog that runs like a lightning bolt. Okay, so my nephew actually named that. So he's our dog. It's Shih Tzu. Is it a Shih Tzu? Yeah, Shih Tzu. Okay, so let's be thankful for our pets, as they bring a lot of joy to the family, and they also serve as a guard. You know, when there are strangers or when there are trespassers, they would immediately bark at those strangers, thus shying them away. Okay, or let's just be thankful for every amazing grace, be they small or big, be they seemingly insignificant or the truly eventful ones, or just about every amazing grace that make our lives a lot more happy and jolly. And thank you guys for always tuning in to Percy's Fast Food Toy Story, and I hope to see you again with our next one. So until the next Percy's Fast Food Toy Story, bye-bye! And see you around. Say bye-bye, Clifford, Emily Elizabeth Howard. Bye-bye.